Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Europa Universalis 4. This is my Poland campaign timeline for the achievement run of Poland into space. The basic information about it, and you saw the how Europe looked at the end of the game. I had 3 stability. I've had 3 stability for a long time. I think from the Sejin, I think it's called. A lot of prestige, a lot of ideas, but this was the goal. 32, 32, 32 in tech. That many I had 294 provinces, all of it cored, and 125% religious unity because of humanist ideas. Lots of soldiers, my breakdown of soldiers, they're pretty much in my ideal stack. Sort of. Boats, mostly lights. Inherited a lot of heavy and transports from my vassals. Largest army, largest navy, most provinces, highest province value, highest income, highest trade income. Because I own 2 of the 3 end nodes. The Interregnum, first leader accomplishments, second leader accomplishments. Hungary fell under union under Austria. Helped our allies a lot. Third leader, fourth leader. This fourth leader got our first vassal that we didn't start with, which was Novgorod. Or did I get it over here? No, I think I got it here. Released it and then fought Muscovy for that. And then more ally wars, other things. Leader didn't do much, but ruled for 4 years. Must have been a recovery too. Or the aggressive expansion was too high. Holy Roman interventions, probably assisting Austria. Austrian conquest of Rethel. The succession war over France, which Castile wanted to get, but we opposed it, along with Brandenburg, Austria. Austria got a peaceful union over England. The conquest of Provence triggered our first coalition, which meant we went in a different direction for a while. Changed our government at this point. Another interregnum or Regency Council, which you don't like. Imperialist Wars, best CB in the game. So you can attack anyone and take a bunch of land. I think this is where we integrated Finland. And this is where we got Sicily as a vassal. Another interregnum, 5 years of it. Followed by 2 years of nothing from on the first you didn't do anything. The fourth Polish-Austrian imperialist war. They didn't like it after a while, but we did keep Brandenburg. Big ass Brandenburg over there as a ally the entire game. Polish Bosnia. First one was to get rid of the coalition. This one I think we actually ate all of Bosnia. Oh, and this was our last leader as well. Saw some of these French names, which means we integrated France to the timeline. Zooming out for you there. That's how the world looks at the start of every game. And there we go. We had an early alliance with Brandenburg, which allowed us to attack the Teutons up north. Moldavia over there lost a piece of itself. Then the Ottomans proclaimed a guarantee over it. Then Hungary took it over. Then we had to fight Hungary for it. It's very odd. Very annoying. There's Denmark eating parts of Novgorod up here. They lose pieces of it, but they hold on to a strip of it, which we take later. Over here, stuff's happening. Congo. These guys moving around. These guys moving around. These guys conquering each other. Fulu pops out. Bonoman doing stuff. Mali eating that part of Africa. The Golden Horde getting beat by Muscovy. Crimea staying there. Sweden breaks out and beats Denmark in a war. I think they were allied with Muscovy at the time. And then at some point Spain does get a union over Portugal. Or Castile gets one. It's uncontested, so. France eats bits and pieces over here. And England eventually eat most of Scotland. Well, no they don't. They eat enough of it. But they don't tag switch because they become a lesser union partner for Austria. As does Hungary. And we aid Austria in order to protect their succession over Hungary over there. More stuff happening over here. Blobs over here. Georgia doing whatever. Brandenburg still, Teutonic Order still exists at this point. Oh, there we go, absorbing them into the into our country. We had vassalized them because the AE was too much, and Novgorod did blob out over here because they were our vassals. We popped them out and then beat up Muscovy. We'll continue doing that for a while. We'll beat up Sweden too. Cusco doing well over here. Here's English Brazil. And just England for now. Oh. England over here as well. And down here. They were very good at colonization. Scotland over here. Portugal doing well in the Caribbean. Castile doing well in Florida. Denmark wins a war against Sweden after we win a war against Sweden. And oh my god, Sweden disappears. It is now Finland, our vassal. Austria is eaten or absorbed Hungary over there. France has taken more bites out of the Iberian Peninsula. English Mexico over here. Argentina. We got Portugal, Brazil. France expanding. Scotland doing well over here. Florida. Novgorod expanding. Muscovy expanding. Muscovy will mostly expand through colonization over here, as they cannot break through our really strong country. We leave the Ottomans alone for a long time, and that allows them to eat into the Arabian Peninsula. Oh, Portugal has been absorbed by Castile. Aragon is a one province minor on Malta, and they will be that way for the rest of the game. There's France establishing colonies over here. Timurid's still alive. Things happening here on the boot. Well, north of the boot. Oh, France has become our personal union buddy at this point, because we ate parts of this over here. There's Gaeldom appearing out of Denmark, which is kind of odd. First time I've seen that country. Florida continuing to expand. The Caribbean's over here. English Louisiana, English Mexico, English Colombia. England doing lots of colonization over here. It's France over here. France eating more of that. Scotland, Colombia, because they broke free of Scotland. But that was a Scottish colony at one point. Or it might still be, but they eventually lose it. This will be French Columbia. Even though it says Commonwealth, that's only because that's their last tag. Oh, they had territory over here? Wow, didn't know that. Finland, we ate most of Denmark in that war. Absorbed Novgorod, because they were being a pain with France. At this point we've eaten Moldavia. We're not going to push the button to eat Lithuania for a long time, because I didn't know whether or not that was necessary to remain as Poland for the achievement run. But I did it. Got Albania still existing, Greece, Bosnia, Serbia disappeared. Bits and pieces of us right there. Constantinople. Austria has absorbed England. They will lose much of this when they decide to become our enemies. Muscovy continuing to colonize over there. Ottomans doing well for themselves. Castile doing sort of okay. I think they did something with these guys, because they kept attacking Kanem-Bornu. Castile eating away at the peninsula at South America. French Canada. Newfoundland from Austria. Still doing over here. Ottomans doing well over here. They became allied at some point, and they broke their alliance. We did fight them, I think, twice a lot as allies. Castile once as by themselves, and the Ottomans a few more times after that. And there's our last push into Muscovy, because I don't like attacking Muscovy because it's just a lot of time invading their lands. Oh, At this point, we've released Hungary and eaten into Austria. So their colonies will break free soon. And there's more French Canada being built. Barcara and Muscovy were allies at some point, but they eventually break that alliance because they don't like being next to each other that much. And then Austria and the Ottomans kept fighting each other as we consolidated power. Eventually Newfoundland becomes Canada, and I think they eat Scotland. Florida remains... I think these guys break free. These... no. Still keeps her colonies because we didn't fight her much. Brandenburg sort of expanding over here. And there's the break free from Austria. There's Canada, Louisiana, Mexico, and Ottoman Alaska. English Columbia. And California in the Pacific Northwest. Both Ottoman territories. Because they have gone all the way across the... There's Austria owning Australia. What else is on? We've absorbed Lithuania. We will vassalize Georgia. Oh, we already did that, and they forced them to eat that. Vassalize Sicily at this point. Made them eat more stuff over here. Corsica owns those islands. We've released England as a vassal. There's Oregon, our vassal. French Louisiana. I didn't really pay attention to these guys because they were under France for most of the game. And then we eat France. They kept their names until we tag switched. And they had, and England has the island. We made Riaz on a march, Hungary a march, Sicily march, Georgia march, and England march. Mostly because I didn't want to integrate them. And they were pretty strong. They had like 50,000 troops apiece. And most of our wars were against about 20,000 troops. So between these vassals, they were strong enough to beat pretty much anyone. And here's the end of the game. You'll notice that we went to war with Castile right before the turn of the game. 5 days ago, I think. Enough time to declare war on them. And then everyone joins the war, and then it's the new year, and then we're done. Thank you for watching this with me. Have a good day.